Hello, everybody. It's Tom and Jerry Fan 64, and I apologize if this isn't the camera's out of focus. It's now time for me to do my top 11 favorite family friendly movies of all time. So let's get started. I'm gonna do this quick. Number 11 is Space Jam: A New Legacy, and I will be talking about the first Space Jam shortly. See, Space Jam: A New Legacy. A lot of people hated this movie. I enjoyed this movie, honestly. It's a really fun sequel. I don't think it's as good as the first Space Jam, which I do have on VHS. I hope to get the first Space Jam back in collection on DVD. I hope to get the Space Jam: A New Legacy on DVD. Space Jam: A New Legacy I watched on Max when it was originally released on when it was originally HBO Max, and it was a great movie, really fun movie. See, number 10 is The Cat in the Hat, the 2003 movie. This one I really enjoyed. And this one I mentioned on my top 25 biggest guilty pleasure movies. So yeah, I'm talking about it again. Yeah, The Cat in the Hat is a really fun movie. Rest in peace to Kelly Preston, who starred this movie. I heard they're making an animated movie of The Cat in the Hat, which I can't wait for. Number number 9 is A Troll in Central Park. This movie I forgot to mention on my favorite movies, the top 25 biggest guilty pleasure movies. So yeah, I'm talking about it here. A Troll in Central Park, a lot of people hate this movie. I enjoyed this movie. A lot of people say this is Don Bluth's worst movie. I disagree. I don't think this movie's bad at all. It is not the greatest movie, but I enjoyed it. I forgot to I had it was on my guilty pleasures list, but I forgot to mention it in that video. So yeah, Troll in Central Park is a really fun movie for kids. So yeah, number eight is the Rugrats movies. All three of the movies, which includes the Rugrats movie, Rugrats in Paris the movie, and Rugrats Go Wild. I enjoyed all three of these movies, so I'm counting them as number eight, as the Rugrats trilogy. Even though that might be cheating, but I'm counting all three of the Rugrats movies at number eight. And Number 7 is Space Jam, the first Space Jam movie from 1996. This is a really great movie. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it in order from 10 to the 1. So yeah, number 7 is Space Jam, the first Space Jam movie, which I really enjoyed. I enjoyed this movie a lot more than the second one, A New Legacy. And speaking of Space Jam: A New Legacy, I do have a video game of the Space Jam: A New Legacy, which I played the game and I beat it, and it was great. And if you guys haven't seen Space Jam: New Legacy and the first Space Jam, if you like the first one, you'll love the second one. If you guys don't like the first one, you probably won't like the second one. And I heard rumors that there's going to be a third Space Jam movie in the works. That's going to star Dwayne Johnson. I hope that's true. So yeah, number 7 is definitely Space Jam, and number 6 is All Dogs Go to Heaven 1 and 2. I am counting 2 movies in a trilogy, and I do have some honorable mentions before we get to the rest of the my favorite family. My honorable mentions are Sonic the Hedgehog, the 2020 movie, and the Hotel Transylvania 1, 2, and 3. I haven't seen the fourth one, but I will watch it eventually. So Hotel Transylvania 1, 2, and 3, and Sonic the Hedgehog, the first movie, are my honorable mentions. And another honorable mention is Jumanji. See, number 6 is definitely All Dogs Go to Heaven 1 and 2. I enjoyed both of these movies. The second one didn't get the best of reviews, but I enjoyed it. The first one is my favorite Don Bluth movie of all time. And one more honorable mention I forgot to mention is The Secret of NIMH. That's another one I enjoy. I do have to get the VHS and DVD of The Secret of NIMH, and call me crazy, I'm actually planning on getting The Secret of NIMH 2 on VHS and DVD for the collection purposes, because I love the first one. So yeah, number 6 is All Dogs Go to Heaven 1 and 2, and number 5, I believe, is The Incredibles 1 and 2. I enjoyed both of these Incredibles movies, 1 and 2. The second one was well worth the wait, even though some people were disappointed with the second one. I wasn't. The second one isn't as good as the first one, but I hope they make an Incredibles 3, and hopefully it doesn't take Pixar a long time to make a third one. I would love to see a third one. So yeah. And the first Incredibles I have on DVD. I used to have the VHS of the first Incredibles, but I got rid of it. I gave it to my former neighbor Rick because the case was in bad condition. I hope to get the VHS back in collection and it's in better condition. And I hope to get The Incredibles 2 on DVD. See, The Incredibles 1 and 2 are great movies. The Incredibles was my third favorite Pixar movie until Monsters, Inc. overtook it. So Monsters, Inc. is now my number 3 favorite Pixar movie, and my number 4 is The Incredibles. Yeah, and I am planning one of these days. I am planning on doing my top 25 favorite Pixar movies. I'm gonna redo my favorite Pixar movies pretty soon, so I might do it next year probably. The reason why I haven't redone it again this is because I'm trying to figure out which to put on the list. So yeah, number 5 is The Incredibles 1 and 2. Number 4 is the Toy Story franchise, which I'm counting all 4 of the Toy Story movies. I'm not counting Lightyear. Lightyear is an honorable mention as well, but I'm counting the first 4 Toy Story movies. I love all 4 of them. My ranking of them goes the first one, then Toy Story 3, then Toy Story 4, then Toy Story 2. I heard they're making a Toy Story 5, which hopefully is good. I hope that Tim Allen and Tom Hanks reprise their roles. And I heard rumors that Toy Story 5 was going to be about Andy and his kids. I hope that's the case. So yeah. I really enjoyed all 4 of the Toy Story movies. The first Toy Story is my second favorite Pixar movie of all time. And number 3 is my number 1 favorite Pixar movie of all time, Finding Nemo. One of the best movies of Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo is a great movie. And I do have one more honorable mention, and that's Finding Dory. I'm sorry if I keep mentioning honorable mentions nonstop, but I almost forgot to mention Finding Dory. And Finding Nemo is definitely my number 3 favorite family movie of all time. And number 2, here's the top 2, guys. Number 2 is the Shrek franchise, all 4 movies. And the Puss in Boots movies are honorable mentions as well. But I decided to go with the first 4 Shrek movies. A lot of people don't like Shrek the Third. I enjoyed it. I hope to get Shrek the Third back in collection on DVD if it's in better condition. And I hope to get Shrek Forever After. I love all 4 of the Shrek movies. My ranking of the Shrek movies goes the first one, then the second one, then the Forever After, then Shrek the Third. And my number 1 favorite, my number 1 favorite family movie, I have 2 of them. Kind of like when I had two number 1 biggest guilty pleasures. So I have 2 number 1 favorite family movies, and they are Free Willy and Free Willy 2: The Adventure Home. I enjoyed the first 2 movies are great. I haven't seen the Free Willy 3: The Rescue or Free Willy 4: Escape from Pirates Cove, but I will watch those. The first Free Willy is a great movie, and the second one, The Adventure Home, I enjoyed a lot more than the first one. So yeah, that is it for my top 11 favorite family-friendly movies of all time, in which I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're generous enough, please consider leaving a like on this video and subscribe, plus it really helps out. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye everybody, adios.